Hi Cliff fans, and welcome to another one of my top 10s, another Cliff related poll. And today I'm going to do a suggestion that was made on my Cliff Richard fans Facebook page, and it was to do my top 10 favourite DVD concert releases. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick to the official releases. I know there was a lot of bootleg of versions of stuff from the 80s and the early 90s, such as the Hit List Tour, Access All Areas, Rockin' Australia, Live and Guaranteed. There's a few, but they weren't released officially on DVD, so I'm going to stick to the official DVD releases. So a couple of them didn't make it into my top 10 again, because there have been so many, and I think nearly every one of these got to number one in the DVD music charts. So and the current one is still a number one, I think, after 15 or 16 weeks, so it's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, to narrow it down to 10, I had to skip a couple of them, and such as Soulicious didn't quite make the cut, and Cliff Live in the Park didn't make the cut, and a couple of other ones. So here's my top 10 favourites, and this is just my favourites, and I love every single one of them. I'm so happy we have all these concerts on DVD, so and it could be because I was at most of them, so bring back special memories. So at number 10 I have Cliff Live Castles in the Air, which is a great set list. I think it was the first time we were introduced to the Something's Going On album. So he'd done a few tracks from that, such as it was definitely the first time I heard What Car, which was fantastic. It was the first time I heard the Barry Gibb song, I Cannot Give You My Love. Stuff like that, Sometimes Love. Cilla Black also featured on this, so makes it a bit extra special as well, because she was a great friend of Cliff's, and they'd done a great duet together of It Takes Two. And I think one of my favourite moments of this one is when he actually sang We Say Yeah, because I thought that was absolutely fantastic, and yeah, a real goosebumps moment. So number 10, Castles in the Air. Number 9 is the 50th anniversary concert, Time Machine, and this was great as well. This was absolutely fantastic concert as well. Yeah, he was just going through the decades, something similar to what he did last year. He went through the decades, but I don't think he did any. He didn't do any covers on this one when he went through the decades. So he just stuck to his own material, which was absolutely fantastic. He done songs that he hadn't done in years, and probably some that he never did at all. He done a lovely medley of two standards that were on some of the Cliff's first released albums. Don't Know Why and We Kissed in the Shadow, which is a highlight of this as well for me. Other highlights include Mobile, Alabama School Leaving Hullabaloo, which is a fantastic hidden track that was released on the B-side of Thank You for a Lifetime. And also on this was the first time we heard the fabulous song Golden. So yeah, number 9 is Time Machine. Number 8, I have another one that he went through the decades again. He kind of likes doing that. He's done that quite a few times, and this was for the Millennium concert, and it was the Countdown concert, which is an absolutely fantastic concert as well. Cliff looks absolutely fantastic, especially at the start in the white suit. I thought he looked absolutely fantastic, and we also got to see Hank Marvin on stage with Cliff. It was the first time he sang Bright Eyes as well in the concert. Lots of people loved the version he did last year, and I don't think some of them realised that he actually sang it before. He actually sang it first in this concert back in 1999, which was absolutely fantastic. That was a highlight for me. Other highlights were I love the Alan Tarney medley of Some People Living in Love and Remember Me. I love the 60 songs he sang, Needles and Pins, and the Beatles' She Loves You. Yeah, this is just a fantastic concert. So this is number 8. Number 7 is the World Tour, and I have two versions of this. I have the American version as well, which I bought in New York, which has the songs all mixed up all over the place, and includes quite a good interview as well with Cliff, and it includes a couple of songs that weren't included on this kind of studio versions of wow The Day That I Stopped Loving You, and a couple of others. So this was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, again, he went back to the 50s and 60s in the second half of this, and just stuck to the Wanted album, which I said before. The Wanted album was featured heavily on the first half of this concert, which I said before that I wasn't a big fan of that album, but I still love this DVD. Probably some of the highlights for me on this were Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, which was a great live version he done of it. And he also surprised us by singing She's a Gypsy as well, which is one of my favourite songs from the Greenlight album. So at number 7 is the World Tour. So number 6, sorry, I have Reelin' and Rockin' live in Sydney, which is a great concert. I love the set in this, which is why it's featured so high on my list. I love the opening track, Reelin' and Rockin', which he featured last year again. He featured at the end of the tour last year. I love I Don't Care If the Sun Don't Shine. I love some of the covers on this actually. And yeah, so number 6 is Reelin' and Rockin'. And the number 5 is the latest one, currently number 1 in the charts at the moment, the 60th anniversary concert. And yeah, again, this was absolutely fantastic. It's a little bit too short, but yeah, we know that Cliff is not getting any younger, so like the concerts are getting shorter. But this was still absolutely fantastic, and Cliff is back to his peak again. And also another reason why I love this DVD is because I'm actually featured on it. In the extras there's questions and answers, and Cliff actually answers my questions, so this is extra special for me. Actually, I think I brought back number 1 actually, but no. Number 5 is the 60th anniversary concert. So number 4, based on the set list again, I absolutely love this concert, and it's one I think I seen this tour. This is when I was single and had a lot of money. So I went to see this one I think about 8 or 9 times, and it was the Here and Now tour, and it was absolutely brilliant. His new album at the time was Two's Company, but he also featured a lot of songs from Something's Going On that he didn't actually feature on the tour before that. So it was kind of mix and mash of songs from Two's Company and songs from Something's Going On, and also we got some hidden gems. We got to hear him sing A Matter of Moments, which I said before is one of my favourite songs he sang of the 60s. And he done songs like Every Face Tells a Story, Rock and Roll Juvenile, a few songs that he hadn't sang in years. So this, I just absolutely love this. The opening track as well, Give Me Love Your Way, from the Every Face Tells a Story album, was such a great surprise to see him opening with a song that goes back that long. But it was a great opener, and I absolutely love this concert. Number 3 is the 75th birthday tour, and I absolutely love this. I only seen this once in Liverpool. I went to see him in Liverpool with this. So Olivia wasn't there for that one. But yeah, I love having this on DVD because this again was a great set, and it shows how professional and how brave Cliff was, because this was right in the middle of all that crap that was going on, and Cliff still gave a performance like no one, like the performance of his life in this concert, and it's absolutely fantastic. The opening track to the concert, Golden, is still to this day very hard to watch because Cliff gets very emotional. But yeah, he goes straight into rock and roll. Roll over Beethoven straight after that, and he's right back into it, being such a professional, an amazing singer, and yeah, for that reason, that's number three. So number two, which I think a lot of fans would have number one, because this was a special DVD, and it's The Event, and I was at this. I was 13 years old when this concert was on, and I was down the back somewhere, so I didn't really see much. It was more of just a happening. Just to be there was absolutely fantastic, and the music was great, and it was the first time I got to see the Shadows as well, so I was absolutely in my element. That's probably the only complaint I have about this DVD, is that doesn't include the Shadows set, which was absolutely fantastic, and yeah, I'd love proper. It's a 2 disc DVD, but with the old boy set and Cliff set, but there was so much more to that concert. He also sang with Aswad. Jerry and the Pacemakers done a great set. The Searchers done a great set. As I say, Cliff and the Shadows done an amazing set together. And I wish they'd released the whole thing, but yeah, we can dream. But it's still great to have this on DVD and on CD as well. I have this on CD as well, which I absolutely love listening to as well. So number two is The Event. So the only thing that would top that for me, the only DVD that could top The Event for me, because it was so special, is Cliff and the Shadows together. And this was a dream come true. This is still, I think it's probably my favourite DVD of all time. Even including movies, every single DVD I own, this is my favourite. This is Cliff and the Shadows together, and that is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely an amazing dream come true, and I still get goosebumps when I watch it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on stage, that it was all my heroes together on one stage, and it was an absolutely fantastic concert. It went on for about over 2.5 hours, so it was like just amazing. So number one, Cliff and the Shadows reunited. So that's my top 10. As I say, a couple of them missed the top 10, but I still love them DVDs. Soulicious was so good as well, and Live in the Park was really cool as well. But when you do a top 10, some of them have to get left out, because Cliff has made so many, and so many of them gone to number one, and so that's my top 10 just for fun. If you have any comments, leave them in the section below, and thank you, and have a fantastic day.